In the 1960s, Kazakhstan was the heart of Soviet states that prioritized uniformity over diversity, yet Kazakh's national identity wasn't extinguished, it was just a beginning to awaken. Despite Soviet policies that threatened local culture, the Kazakh people were determined to reclaim and celebrate their heritage.
In 1963, a group of Kazakh students in Moscow founded the Zhastulpar movement. Starting with just 30 members, the movement quickly expanded to more than 300 students across Soviet cities, united by a common goal: to revive Kazakh language and culture. These young Kazakhs held gatherings to discuss literature, language, and identity. Their influence was felt across Kazakhstan, sparking an increase in Kazakh language publications and cultural events back home. By the late 60s, Kazakh language publications had risen by about 20%. During this cultural revival, music played a powerful role. The band Dosmukasan combines traditional Kazakh melodies with modern styles, becoming an icon for young Kazakhs eager to embrace their heritage in a contemporary way. Their first album sold over 50,000 copies, a remarkable success in Soviet Kazakhstan. They performed to crowds of up to 5,000 people. In over 60% of their songs, Dosmukasan celebrated Kazakh folklore and history, turning their music into a form of cultural resistance. Then there was Gulder, an all-female band that symbolized Kazakh femininity and traditions. With frequent appearances on Soviet television, Gulder reached millions, showcasing Kazakh customs and empowering young women.
С большим успехом проходили в Москве гастроли государственного эстрадного ансамбля Казахстана «Гульдер».
A 1980 survey showed that 40% of Kazakh women felt inspired by Gulder to embrace their identity, proving that Kazakh culture was alive and celebrated through both music and self-expression.
In 1979, a plan to resettle Volga Germans in Kazakhstan sparked outrage. Over 10,000 Kazakhs took to the streets of Tsalinograd, fearing that this resettlement would further erode their culture and demographic standing. This protest marked a significant shift. Kazakhs were now willing to openly challenge Soviet policies. Their efforts were not in vain. The Soviet government delayed and ultimately scaled down by their resettlement plan, a victory for Kazakh resistance. By 1979, Kazakhs made up only 36% of population in their own republic, down from 58% in 1926. This demographic change, fueled by Soviet policies, only strengthened the resolve to protect Kazakh identity. The December event of 1986 were bold rejection of Soviet control. When Moscow appointed Gennady Kolbin, non-Kazakh, as the head of Communist Party in Kazakhstan, thousands of young Kazakhs took to the streets of Almaty. More than 3,000 Kazakhs joined the protest, demanding a leader who represented them. Soviet authorities responded with force, detaining over 800 protesters and hospitalizing at least 150 of them. Kazakh poet Mukhtar Shakhanov became a vocal advocate for the protesters, calling for justice, exposing Soviet crackdown. His words sparked national pride and resilience, making him symbol of Kazakh defiance.
In 1989, Kazakhs mobilized under the Nevada Sympathies movement, led by Uras Suleimanov, to protest nuclear testing in Kazakhstan. Since 1949, over 450 nuclear tests have been conducted, affecting 1.5 million Kazakh citizens and causing widespread health and environmental issues. This movement drew international attention, and within 3 years, nuclear testing in Semipalatin was halted. Nevada Semipalatin symbolized a new era of Kazakh activism, defending both the people and the land.
From student-led gatherings to mass protests and national movements, the Kazakh people's journey to reclaim their identity was transformative. Each event marked a step forward in the awakening of Kazakh national consciousness. This journey was more than just resistance. It was a declaration of Kazakh pride and resilience. The spirit of this awakening lives on, shaping the future of an independent Kazakhstan.